Good morning children. I hope class 8 children are watching this video and I hope you must be keeping well. As we have been doing squares and square roots, already we have completed one exercise 3D, and we have learned how to find out square root by prime factorization method. So, I hope you must have completed that exercise and you have learned how to find out square root by prime factorization method. Today, we are going to learn square root of perfect square by the long division method. Last day we had seen by prime factorization method, we are going to see today by long division method. So, let us start. Here you see square root of a perfect square by the long division method. When numbers are very large, the method of finding their square roots by factorization becomes lengthy and difficult. So, we use the long division method, which is explained in the following steps. Here you try to learn what steps has been written, then I will make you understand how to find out. First step, you have group the digits in pairs starting with the digit in the units place. Each pair and the remaining digit, if any, is called a period. Suppose you have any number, suppose you have 625 and you need to find out the square root of this number. What you need to do? Group the digits in pairs starting with the digit in the units place. From unit place we need to start and we need to pair this. Suppose one pair we have got and this is only one digit you have remaining. Some bigger number if you have, suppose you have 5, 6, 9, 0, 0, 0, 0 like this. What we need to do for that? Again from unit digit we need to start and we need to pair these numbers like this. In this way we need to do. So, group the digits in pairs starting with the digit in the unit place. Each pair and the remaining digit, if any, is called a period. So, this is called period. Here 2 periods you have, here you have 1, 2, 3 and 4 periods. Next you see, next step what you have? Think of the largest number whose square is equal to or just less than the first period. Take this number as the divisor and also as the quotient. So, suppose this number you take 625. So, we need to divide this number, and what we need to do, think of the largest number whose square is equal to or just less than the first period. Here you see 6 you have. So, any divisor you have to think yourself. So, in divisor what number you are putting, the same number is required to be kept in quotient also. So, suppose you have 6. So, if you are multiplying 2 into 2, you will get 4. If you are multiplying 3 into 3, you will get 9. So, what we need to do? Either 6 we should get or about to 6 we should get. So, which number we should take? We should take 2, because 3 will be bigger and 1 will be very small. 1 into 1 will be 1. So, 1 will be very small, 3 will be bigger. So, we will take 2. So, here we will write in place of divisor 2 and even in quotient also we will write 2. So, we will write 2 2 ja 4 like this. Then we need to subtract this. So, what you will get? 2, and then we will take down the next period. Next period we have 25. Now, this has become your dividend. Next you see, think of the largest number whose square is equal to or just less than the first period. Take this number as the divisor and also as the quotient. Already we have taken. Subtract the product of the divisor and the quotient from the first period and bring down the next period to the right of the remainder. This becomes the new dividend. Already you have got new dividend. Now, the new divisor is obtained by taking 2 times the quotient and annexing with it as a suitable digit, which is also taken as the next digit of the quotient, chosen in such a way that the product of the new divisor and this digit is equal to or just less than the new dividend. again the same thing is required to be repeated. This 2 is required to be added on this. This 2 what you have got in question, that is required to be added on this. So, you will get 4. Now, what we should think that what number should be kept in the place of quotient and here at divisor, so that if you are multiplying you should get near about dividend or equal to dividend. So, here you see if you are multiplying this by 5, suppose here by 5 if you are multiplying. So, here also you need to write down 5. Now, your divisor has become 45. So, 45 5j you need to write down. So, just you multiply 45 into 5, 5 5j 25, 5 4j 20 and 2 25. So, 45 5j you have got 225. Now, you subtract, you will get 0 remainder. So, now your square root of 625 is equal to 25. In this way, we need to find out the square root of a given number. Here you see repeat steps 2, 3 and 4 till all the periods have been taken up. Now, the question so obtained is the required square root of the given number. Some short examples have been given, you see. Find the square root of 784 by the long division method. So, marking periods and using the long division method we have. Here you see the same method is required to be applied what we have done for 625. 784 we had. Now, which number we have? 784. What we will do? This we will make period. So, from unit digit we will start. Like this it will be. Now, it is required to be divided. Now, here you have in first period 7. Here you see first period 7 you have. So, we need to think that what number should be written on divisor and in place of quotient. So, that if we are multiplying those numbers we will get either 7 or about to 7, either equal to first period or about to first period. So, again if you are multiplying 2 into 2 you will get 4, 3 into 3 if you will multiply you will get 9. So, 9 will be bigger than 7, that is why we will take 2. So, 2 has been taken, 2 2 ja 4 has been subtracted, you have got 3. Suppose 2 2 ja 4, if you are subtracting you will get 3. Now, what we need to do? Next period is required to be taken down. So, 84 has been taken down. Now, you have dividend 384. Now, this 2 is required to be added on this. This 2 what you have written in quotient, or you can say the same divisor is required to be written over here and is required to be added. So, what you have got? 4. Now, here you need to think what number is required to be kept here and at the in the place of quotient. So, that if you are multiplying you will get the product about to 384 or equal to 384. So, just you think, multiply in rough and try and then you see. So, here it has been multiplied by 8. So, now your divisor is 48, you multiply 8 8 ja 64, 8 4 ja 32 and 6 38, and if you are subtracting you will get 0. So, your square root for 784 is equal to 28. In this way, question is required to be solved, or you can find out by long division method the square root of a perfect square. Next example you see. Evaluate root under 5329 using long division method. The same thing has been done over here also, you see 5329. What we need to do? We need to pair this. Then now you have in first period 53. We need to think by which number this 53 is required to be divided, so that the same number you will have in divisor and in quotient. So, you multiply yourself two numbers and see about to 53 you need to get. So, here 7 has been taken, 7 7 ja 49. If you are subtracting, what you will get? You will get 13 minus 9 is equal to 4, and this will be 0. Next period is required to be taken down. You have got 429 as dividend. This 7 is required to be written over here and is required to be added. So, you have got 14 now. Now, we need to see we have got 14 now. Now, we need to see which number is required to be put over here and in quotient, so that if you are multiplying, you should get either equal to 429 or about to 429. Here 3 has been taken, you see. So, these things you need to do in rough work. You multiply by 2, 3, 4 and see which number is equal to 429. If by 3 if you are multiplying, you will get 3 3 is 9, 3 4 is 12, 3 1 is 3 and 1 4, and if you are subtracting, you will get 0. So, your square root of 5329 is equal to 73. In this way, this is required to be solved. Here you have next example, evaluate 16,324. The same thing has been done here, you see 16,384. From right side we need to make pair, first pair, second, and this is alone. So, three periods you have got. Now, you see in first period what number is required to be taken? 1 you have. So, by 1 it is required to be divided. 1 1 ja 1. If you are subtracting, you will get 0. Next period is required to be taken down, and 1 is required to be written over here. You need to add this, you will get 2. Now, you see which number we will write over here and in quotient, so that if you are multiplying, you should get either 63 or about to 63. So, has been written 2. You try with this. If 3 you are writing, what you will get? 23 into 3. 3 3 is 9, 3 2 is 6. So, the number will be bigger than 63, and that is why 2 has been written. 2 2 is 4 and 2 2 is 4. If you are subtracting, what you will get? 13 minus 4 is 9 and 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. Here again that 2 is required to be written, it is required to be added. 2 and 2 you got 4 and this is 2, 24 you have got. Now, next period you have 84, this is required to be taken down. Now, you see again what number is required to be put over here, so that if you are multiplying the same number, your divisor will become 200 something, here 47, 48, 46, whatever, which number will come, and then you multiply and see up to 1984 that is coming or not. So, here 8 has been written. So, these tasks is required to be done in rough place, so that you can see, you can multiply. Suppose you can start with 245. So, 245 into 5 you multiply, then you see that number reaches to 1984 or not. Then you try with 6, 7, 8, 9. So, if many times if you are practicing, automatically you may know what will be the number which will be multiplied and you will get the dividend. So, by 8 if you are multiplying, you will get the same number 1984, and your square root for 16,384 will be 128. This will be your answer. So, in this way these type of questions are required to be solved. Next, you see you have 1609, the same thing has been done. You try yourself. Suppose period has been made, 1 1 ja 1 has been subtracted, you have got 6. Then see here what is there, you have 1 0 6 and 0 9. if you are dividing by 1, 1, 1 ja 1, you will get 0. Here you have 0, 6. It means only 6 you have. Here you have 2. Now you see, if any number if you are keeping over here, even 1 also you are keeping, so this will be bigger than your dividend. In your dividend you have 6. By one time also you cannot divide. So for that what is needed to be done? For that here 0 is required to be put, so that next period can be taken down. So next period you have 0, 9. So now your dividend has become 609 and here you have 20. So now here some number is required to be put, so that if you are multiplying, you should get the dividend. So here 3 has been taken. So here if you are putting 0 for taking down, the next period here also 0 is required to be put. So in two places you are putting 0. For taking down the next period, here you need to put 0, and since here you are putting 0, in quotient also 0 is required to be put. And then by 3 you multiply, what you will get? The same number 609. So you have got 103 as square root of 10,609, and that 103 will be your answer. Next you have, in the same way this has been made, 66049 you have, again period is required to be made, first pair, second pair, and this is one digit you have, 3 periods you have, 2 to 4 has been made, subtract, if you are subtracting you will get 2, next period 60 you have has been taken down. Now this 2 and this 2 has been added, you have got 4, and by 5 if you are multiplying you will get 225, then again has been subtracted and you have got 35. Next period you have 49 has been taken down. So in this way you will find answer 257. Next you see, these are word problems. So here in word problems also, again whatever exercise you are doing, if square root is there, square root you need to find out. If square you are doing, so square you have to do. So only doing those things or solving problem will not work. You need to understand the question first. So similar questions, any other questions you will be having, you will be able to solve by yourself. So first and foremost thing is, try to understand the question. Find the cost of erecting a fence around a square field whose area is 9 hectares. Suppose you have a square field like this, and fence is getting erected like this, fence is getting made like this, and cost for this, find the cost of erecting a fence around a square field whose area is 9 hectares. Area has been given. So suppose if your side is A, so area is equal to side into side, A into A, and that is equal to 9 hectares. 9 hectares has been given area. So you need to find out the cost, and for fencing cost is what? 35 rupees per meter. For fencing 1 meter it cost 35 rupees. You need to find out for whole area, and area has been given. How we will find out? Just you see, area of the square field is equal to 9 into 10,000. You need to remember 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meter square. This you need to remember. 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meter square. So area of the square field is equal to 9 into 10,000, it means 90,000 meters square. Now length of each side of the field, this also you need to remember. Area of a square is equal to side into side, that is A square. Side into side means A square, and side of a square Side of a square means root under area. This you need to remember. This is the formula. Area of a square is equal to a square, and side of a square is one side. If you need to find out what is the formula, under root area. So, area you have 90,000, so square root of 90,000 you need to find out. So, by prime factorization method or by long division method, you find out square root of 90,000. So, you have got 300 meter. 300 meter is what? One side. So, how many sides you have? Fencing will be required to be done all four sides, 300, 300, 300 and 300 4 times. So, perimeter of the field, that is called what? Perimeter. The length of the boundary of a given figure will be called perimeter of the given figure. That could be any quadrilateral or triangle or pentagon, hexagon, any quadrilateral. So, if you need to find out total length of the boundary, that is called perimeter. Perimeter of square is equal to 4 into a. Perimeter of square is equal to 4 into side. A means side. So, 4 into 300, that is 1200 meter. Now, cost of fencing, see, one for fencing 1 meter, that costs 35 rupees. So, for 1200 meter, how much that will cost? 1200 into 35. So, that is 42,000, and this is your answer. So, in this way you need to understand the question first, what question is saying, and you need to know also what things has been given in question, so that you can solve that question and you can find out the answer. Next we have again this is the questions. Example 7, what least number must be subtracted from 7250 to get a perfect square? In previous exercise also this type of questions already you have solved, but you have solved by prime factorization method. Here you will see by division method. What least number must be subtracted from 7250 to get a perfect square? For making it perfect square, what least number is required to be subtracted from this? You see how it will be solved. Let us try to find the square root of 7250. So, the same method will be applied. It is needed to be paired 7250. This has been done. Now, it is required to be divided. So, by 8 it has been divided. So, 8 is 64. So, what you have got, if you are subtracting 12 minus 4 is equal to 8. Next period you have 50 has been taken down, 8 and 8 16. Now, 5 times it will go. Here you see 5 times if you are taking, it will go and you will get what? 825. Remainder is what? 25. Just you see, if this 25 would not be there in this number, if this 25 would not be there in this number, perfectly it would be divisible, perfectly you could have divided. So, this number if you are subtracting from this 7250, you will get a perfect square. Just you see, you can check also. Suppose 25 you subtract from 7250. So, you will get 7225. Now, you divide this. 8 8 is 64. What you will get? You will get 8, and next period you have 25. 8 will be added on this, you will get 16, and now 5 times it will go. 5 5 is 25, 5 6 is 30 and 2 32, 5 1 is 5 and 3 8. What you have got? 0 remainder. It means what? Perfect square you have got, that is 7225. you could find out the square root of 7225. It means 7225 is a perfect square. So, what we have understood, this remainder what you are getting, that is needed to be subtracted from the given number, so that it will become a perfect square. So, in the same way it is required to be solved. If any number has been given, you need to find out what number is required to be subtracted from that number, so that you will get a perfect square. Then you find out, try to find out the square root of that number, and what remainder you are getting, that is needed to be subtracted from that, and that will be your desired answer. Next you have, find the greatest number of 4 digit which is a perfect square. Again, here you see 4 digit number, greatest 4 digit number we know 9999. You try to find out the perfect square of this. So, you have got remainder 198. If you are subtracting remainder from this number, that number will be a perfect square. So, here the same thing has been done, 198 has been subtracted from this, and you have got 9801, and this is the number 4 digit greatest number which is a perfect square. Then you have, what least number must be added to 5607 to make the sum a perfect square. In previous question you had what number is required to be subtracted, here you have what number is required to be added. So, here you see how we will solve this. 5607 you have, then by 7 if you are dividing this, you will get 49. If you are subtracting, you will get 7, and 07 is next period, this will be added, you will get 14. Now, if suppose 4 times you are multiplying this, what you will get? 576. What remainder you have got? 131. But here you see, if not by 4 times, if 5 times we will multiply, then what we will get? If 5 times we are multiplying, then what we will get? Here you see, if 5 times we will multiply, we will get 5 5 ja 25, 5 4 ja 20, and 2 22, 5 1 ja 5, and 1 7. Now, you see, if this number would be there, suppose you subtract 707 from 725, 725 minus 707, it means 15 minus 7 is equal to 8, and here you will get 18. It means if this 18 would be there in this number, if 18 would be added on this number will become a perfect square. Just you see how it happens. So, just you add 5607 with 18, 8 and 7 15, this will become 20, this will become 2, 8 and 7 15, 1 and 1 2, 6 and 5. So, 5625, you divide this, 5625. Here you see 7 7 ja 49, you will get 7 over here, 25, 14, then 5 times it will go, 5 5 ja 25, 5 4 ja 20, and 2 22, 5 1 ja 5, and 1 and 2 7. So, if you are subtracting, you will get 0. It means what you have got? 75. It means you have found out the square root of 5625. It means 5625 is a perfect square. And how we have got? We have got by adding 18 on this number. And how we have got 18? Just by 4 time, if you are doing remainder you are getting, just you make 5 time, 1 time more you take. So, what number you are getting over here? From here you need to subtract this number, and difference what you have got? 18. That number is required to be added on the given number, and that will be your answer. Here you see how it has been made, but this is the easiest method what I have said. Now, you see how it has been made over here. We observe that here that 74 square what we have got now is lesser than 5607. Here you see 74 square what we have got, that was lesser than 5675, and if 75 times you are doing, not 74 times, if 75 times you are doing, that is more. How much more it was? 18. So the required number to be added is equal to 75 square minus 5607. The same thing has been done. What I did, I made you understand. So one more time you take, and with that you subtract, difference you will get, that is required to be added on this number, or by this way also you can do. So 75 square minus 5607, the same thing has been done, and you will get 18. Next you see, find the least number of 6 digits which is a perfect square. Find the square root of this given this number. Again the same thing is required to be done. If suppose the least number of 6 digit will be 6 zeros will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros will be there. It means 10 lakh, ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000 lakh, 1 lakh will be, which is not a perfect square. Now we must find the least number which when added to 1 lakh gives a perfect square. This perfect square is the required number. The same method is required to be done. Here as you had to find out what number is required to be added on this, so that we will get a perfect square. In 1 lakh also what is needed to be added, so that you will get a perfect square. Same method is required to be followed. Here you see 1 lakh has been written. So 3 3 is 9, here you have 1, next period you have zeros has been taken down, 3 and 3 6, and one time it went, so it became 61. Now 39 you have got after subtraction, next period you have 0 0 has been taken down, 6 times it has been taken, 6 times. So remainder you are getting 144. If suppose 7 times it would be taken, what you would get? 6, 2, 7 and 7. 7 7 ja 49, 7 2 ja 14 and 4 18, 7 6 ja 42 and 1 43. Now you see 4 3 8 9 you have got, but here you have dividend 3900. You subtract this 9, 8 and 13 minus 9 is equal to 4. So if you are subtracting, if you are adding 489 on this number, you will get the perfect square. The same thing has been done over here. You see 1 lakh plus 489 has been added, and you have got the perfect square, and your perfect square is 300. Square root of your perfect square is 317, and your perfect square number what you have got, that is 1 lakh 489, and you have got 317 as a answer. So in this way this type of question is required to be added. So if you need to subtract, then you need to get remainder, that is required to be subtracted, and if you need to add the number, one more time you do, and then you subtract as I have made you understand, and find the difference. That difference is required to be added on the dividend. So next you have exercise 3E. So I hope up to here if you have understood, you will be able to do. So first you try to understand all the discussion what I have made today now, and try to solve solved examples first, then you start exercise 3E. I hope you will be able to do. So just you start, next day we will see this exercise. Until then, thank you.